Pallbearers, members of the congregation, welcome to another funeral procession. I'm Eric, your host today. We got some sad news coming out of TCL. The Blackberry brand will no longer be sold and supported by TCL. This is some very sad news, but we kind of saw this coming. Let's go on and talk about it as we commence the funeral of Blackberry. Let's go. So welcome members to another funeral, early 2020. We heard some sad news coming out of TCL that they will no longer support the Blackberry brand. But why? Why TCL cut the ties with Blackberry? Let's go all the way back to 2015. Blackberry did something different. Blackberry came out with the Blackberry Priv running Android OS. They took a strategic move from their old Blackberry system to move over to Android. Well, with unsuccess, they tried to promote a brand with a slide-out keyboard running Android. But what Blackberry forgot, that when you come to an Android ecosystem, you're in vast competition with a lot of other brands. You're not just singled out as a only OS like you had with the Blackberry OS. Now you run an Android. That means that your phone is just like everybody else. And the price point at the time when that phone came out, the Blackberry Priv, was unacceptable. Not a success story there. I was a great advocate, and I was a fan of the Blackberry Priv. To this day, the Blackberry Priv was one of my favorite phones. That was one of the phones that I believe that could have been a very success story for Blackberry. And the reason why is because most people type on virtual keyboards, and the virtual keyboard is very fast and very fluid, it's very accurate. And the Blackberry Priv gave you the best of both worlds. Slide out the keyboard if you want to type on a physical keyboard, and slide it up if you don't want to use the keyboard and you just want to use the virtual keyboard on the touchscreen. So let's move forward to 2017 when the Blackberry Key 1 came out. That device was a head scratcher for me, coming from a Blackberry Priv that had a huge 5.6-inch display, Quad HD, with a keyboard that you could fold down and fold up, and it was fantastic. So the successor to the Blackberry Priv was the Key 1. It was a smaller device, smaller display. It went from QHD to 1080p. It came with mid-range specs with a medium to high price point in the Android space. And it was competing with a lot of different offerings for Motorola, OnePlus, Samsung, and so forth and so on. And as I reviewed the device, it was a mixed bag for me. I didn't like the performance of it, and the keyboard was okay. It was fantastic actually, but it wasn't the win-all be-all, especially at that price point. Then you move forward to 2018. The Blackberry Key 2 came out. And I was a critic of the Blackberry Key 2 because I wanted that device to succeed. Again, a mixed bag, medium specs, a medium to high price point, and running Android. And then in 2019, we saw no devices from Blackberry. So TCL had made a decision, cut their losses while they're ahead, or maybe they have lost so much that they had to cut their losses because the brand is not making any money, and move on to their own brand. Now, it's a possibility that Blackberry might come out with a newer device. It's a possibility that somebody else might pick up the license and make another Blackberry device. Maybe get rid of the keyboard and maybe do something different, or maybe come up with a keyboard which is a bigger device, or maybe a slider keyboard or something like the Blackberry Priv, which to me that was a great concept. You had a huge display, slide out keyboard. If you don't like the keyboard, slide it back up. put good specs in there at a good price and market it, and you will win. Unfortunately, TCL don't want to go that route. So today, guys, we funeralizing Blackberry. Look, on my live streams, I talk about this a lot. My good buddy Juan Bagnell, he's a huge Blackberry fan, along with Jay Will. They're all Blackberry fans, and I'm a Blackberry fan also, but I'm a critic of Blackberry because I want them to succeed, so I criticize so they can get better. Not saying that I hate Blackberry. I want Blackberry to succeed, but I am going to be a critic of things that I see that I don't like, and I will talk about the things I don't like so they can fix the things that I don't like, me personally as a consumer. So I didn't hate Blackberry. I want Blackberry to succeed. I want Blackberry to give the average consumer what they're looking for, what they want. Unfortunately, they ain't listening because we are here at this moment funeralizing Blackberry. So pallbearers, members of the congregation, I give to you the Blackberry brand. So let's bow our heads and say our last goodbyes to Blackberry. I hope that Blackberry can make a comeback, but in 2020, it's swim or sink. You don't leave the door open for others to come in and steal your thunder. You have to go and get it. You want the consumer? Give the consumer what they want. Go get the consumer. Grab the consumer. Don't let the consumer leave you, because if not, you will be funeralized like we're doing right now. Once again, guys, I wish Blackberry could succeed, but in 2020, there's no hope. So we will bow our heads and say our last goodbyes to the Blackberry brand. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the funeral of Blackberry in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.